Do you have the skins?
I have your bearskins.
Most impressive! Not many people have faced the majestic bear and lived to tell the tale. It's only fitting you receive a breastplate for your bravery.
Odyssey, see?
Malaka! What will I do now?
What's wrong?
I've dedicated my life to becoming a daughter of Artemis, but they said I'm not tough enough to join them.
Following others is a sign of weakness.
But I've followed Artemis for so long.
Your life is your own. If you've lost your purpose, find another one.
A new life purpose? I wouldn't even know where to begin. No, I'm not giving up that easily. I have an idea.
What?
I'll join them anyway. I'll infiltrate their village and live among them. Can you help me? I'll pay you all the drachmi I have.
I'll help you. The daughters of Artemis are dangerous. And if you're found out...
I accept the risks. What I'll need you to do is get me a piece of their armor, headgear, and boots.
Where can I find the boots?
There's a cave in the cliffs on the western side of the Daughters' village, where they train new recruits. They tested me there, but I left my boots behind when they kicked me out.
Any idea where I can find the armor you need?
There's a small outpost camp, just south of the Daughters' village. You'll find extra armor there. They barely defend it.
Easy.
Which is why it was recently overrun with beasts even they can't tame.
Ah. Tell me where to find the headgear.
You'll find it around the hut of the Daughter's most favored huntress, near the center of the village.
I'll come back when I have the gear.
Thank you, Mistios. You'll have to be stealthy to get the items, and please avoid harming any of the Daughters if you can.
The headgear is near the center hut. That must be the hut of the favorite daughter. The outpost camp. I've got the gear you asked for. But remember, the Daughters of Artemis are legendary warriors. If you choose to infiltrate them, it's likely you'll be killed.
What choice do I have?
Find a new path that lets you really live.
You're just like them, thinking I'm not tough enough.
Taking a life isn't easy, and it can't be undone. You aren't the killer.
You don't know me. I can do it.
I can see good in you. You're passionate, determined. Why not help others?
Really? You think I could do that? I know. I'll become a priestess and join a temple. Thank you, Mystios.
You have the habit of appearing the moment I need you. What a power I may wield.
Is there ever a time you don't need me?
Good point.
The drunk politician you had me take home? We ran into a bit of trouble.
That's terrible. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Yes. Thankfully, we both made it out alive.
Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me.
You seem disappointed.
I'm just impressed you were able to save the both of you.
You said you needed something?
Ah, to business already? Fine. It's simple, really. There's an item that holds great sentimental value I'd like you to retrieve.
What do I need to find?
It's an Olisvos. If you saw it on the ground, even you wouldn't bend over to pick it up. But it means so much to me. To hold it again would mean more than you know.
I never took you for someone who cared for sentimental things.
I'm so much more than my beautiful face and flowing blonde locks.
Like what?
Well, let's see. People forget I'm an orphan, that Pericles isn't my father.
I know what it's like to lose family, too.
We have that in common. There's more to you than I thought, Miss Theos. Now, where were we?
You're a big boy. Get it yourself.
I sure am. But there's a small chance the woman who has it won't exactly be happy to see me again.
There has to be a story behind this thing.
When you see the Olisvos, you'll know. When you have it in your hands, against your skin, when you feel the weight of it, you'll know.
Every time we talk, it seems like you're about to sleep with someone. Or want to. Or you've just finished. Is this woman the most recent one?
Who said I slept with her?
It was a safe guess. How do you find time for anything else?
Determination, mostly. There's a closeness you can only feel with someone in those moments. Who wouldn't crave that?
I'll get the Olisvos for you.
There's a small chance the woman may wish to keep it for herself, to spite me. It may be best to go unseen and hurry back. She lives east of here.
Don't worry. You'll have it in your hand soon. They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Ah, that's it in your hand. You brought it. It's different than I remember it looking. And much bigger, too. She's going to miss it.
This was never yours, was it? You had me steal it.
We didn't just steal an Olisfos. We stole a family heirloom and a husband's confidence. Without it, he'll be focused on his wife instead of his business. I think she'll enjoy the change of pace.
So it is sentimental. Just not to you.
The only thing that matters is you retrieved the Olisfos and helped me a great deal.
And what about me?
Now, we wash each other's backs, don't we? There's a reason you never turn me down, after all. How about I show you how these Olisfos can make all the difference?
That's not what I meant. Guess I can turn you down after all.
I deserve that.
Best stay out of sight.
A power I wield indeed. I told you last time I thought I could summon you when needed, and it has happened yet again.
And for what this time?
My friend here needs to be taken to the sanctuary of Elefsis, near the border of Mecharis. He'll finish the trek across the border on his own.
So, do you want to lie to me now or later?
Whatever do you mean?
Is this friend of yours actually a friend? I'm not going to find out they're a wanted criminal or they don't actually want your help, am I?
I'm hurt that you jump straight to accusations. A relationship must be built on trust, after all.
You'd rather lie than trust me.
Some things are better left unsaid, and many things are for your own protection.
I can protect myself, you know that.
Fine. I'll try to be more forthcoming in the future.
Let's get to it. I'm just supposed to take your friend across the border.
Yes.
Nothing else?
Carefully, if you can. Avoid roads, people, be invisible. My friend must be kept safe.
I'll make sure he's safe.
I'd hoped you'd say that.
Every time you ask me to do something secretly, someone dies. What is it this time?
Not everyone was born with your beautiful muscles built for, well, everything. Some of us work better by avoiding fights. This time, that's all I ask.
There are lots of safe passages through these parts. Tell your friend to go alone.
He could, but imagine if something happened and you saved him. Imagine the things I'd do to show my gratitude.
And why do you always turn to me?
You've proven yourself worthy. Plus, I like watching you walk away.
We should be on our way.
He needs to get to the sanctuary of Elefsis. It isn't far, although it may take you longer than usual.
It won't be a problem.
I'm glad we aren't going by sea. Alcibiades told me about you. He said you're blessed by the gods. It's nice of you to help someone who don't know at all. We should stay on the safest route possible. That's better. I was starting to get sweaty under that hood.
You're a woman.
Nice of you to notice.
Alcibiades said...
Exactly what I told him to. It was safer that way. I owe Alcibiades a lot for his help, and for trusting you with my life as well.
Enough lies. Tell me what's happening.
I said I was a man, so nobody would recognize me. I needed to escape my husband unseen.
And you trusted Alcibiades?
No one escapes my husband. He'd find me. It's been tough. I'm not sure I would have lasted much longer.
So let me guess. Alcibiades owed you a favor, or now has some scheme where you owe him?
I'm not sure what you mean. He didn't ask anything of me, and I've never known him to do so. I know many people he's helped at the expense of nobody but himself.
I'm glad I could help.
Please give Alcibiades my thanks. I only wish I had more to offer him. And you, for the help. I'll never forget either of you.
The sun and moon combined could not grant the beauty that my bride-to-be was gifted. If the gods blessed me, they did so with one eye closed. But their eyes were wide open for her.
I'm hurt. You never talk about me like that.
My sweet Misthios, such words cannot be handed out at will. It's as though Apollo himself is speaking through me.
So, you're in love.
Yes, the wedding nears, and there is so much to be done.
If you need help, I'm here for you.
Accepting before knowing what I ask of you? That's a rare surprise. I do still need a few things. Food for an offering, a ring, and some flowers. If you could bring them to my bride, Iris, she'll make use of them.
I've known you for a while now, but you've never mentioned Iris.
There's plenty I haven't mentioned. I'm sure you could say the same to me.
So what is it about Iris that turns you into, well, what I saw?
You're not jealous, are you? Don't worry. She's very open. I suppose that's one of my favorite things about her. The openness.
So, flowers, a ring, and food. Where can I find Iris?
She should be at the altar of love. Aptly named, don't you think? Oh, and don't be too taken by her beauty.
I think this will be a nice enough offering. Phobos, away! There it is. Here it is. Better stay hidden. These flowers should be good enough for the wedding. Hopefully this jewelry is up to Alcibiades' standards.
Let me guess. Alcibiades sent you.
He did. How did you know?
He has a skill for making others do things he doesn't want to. On top of that, He prefers if those people are attractive. He's so predictable. It's what made this whole thing so easy.
It almost sounds like you're using him. What has been easy?
Making him fall in love with me, of course. Please, Alcibiades is not the man you marry for love.
Then why are you marrying him?
Alcibiades has a true chance of ruling one day. Well, he'll be the face, but I'll be the one truly leading. The Aspasia to his Pericles.
How can you treat someone like Alcibiades that way?
Oh, please. If anyone deserves it, it's Alcibiades. Surely you've noticed. The obsession with sex, the lies, the drinking.
So lying to him is what he deserves?
Of course, and it's not like he'll get nothing in return. I mean, look at me.
And what if I tell Alcibiades all of this?
Why would you? You've seen him, he's happy, and I'll make sure he stays that way. There's nothing wrong with me getting something in return, but it's your choice. Thanks for helping with the wedding.
It's all done.
Wonderful. So, what did you think about Iris?
You must see something in her that I don't.
Well, that's true. Quite often, too. But still, I'm surprised to hear you say that.
You can't marry her. She told me she's using you for her own gain.
Is that so?
It is.
I knew she was special. To think I wasn't able to catch on. I can't wait to marry her. I'm glad you and I were able to work together, Cassandra.
So what was all of this for? Everything you had me do couldn't have been for nothing.
You've earned my trust. Are you sure you want to know?
So that package in Corinthia?
I almost forgot about that. I needed to get rid of the Odoros to pay off a debt. Plus, I needed spies to infiltrate Vardas's command. And my plan worked. Thanks to you.
All right. What about the politician?
He was brilliant and opposed me. A fatal combination. So, he needed replacing. And I had a much dumber man perfect for the job. He survived the party and you got him home safely. But it didn't matter in the end.
The woman with the Olisvos.
We talked about this. It wasn't about the woman, but her husband. He governs the trade routes between Attica and Mecharis. Or, I should say, I do now.
What about your friend? The one pretending to be a man?
That was out of the goodness of my heart. And gods curse anyone who doubts that.
I've heard enough.
Aren't you going to ask me about Iris?
Let me guess. Rich house, respected family. With her wealth, you can rule all of Athens.
Of course not. I marry for love. If those other things happen, well, I wouldn't complain.
I never would have guessed.
Each time everyone sees a more serious Alcibiades. The Alcibiades I've only shown glimpses of in the past. One day you'll see everything I was working toward. And you'll know you helped make it happen. Attica and lands far beyond will thank you, even if they don't know your name.
I'm glad I could help. I'll make sure you don't forget me when you lead Athens.
I'd never forget you. You're far too useful.
This area will be well defended.
Finì troppo, poveretto!
Are you Cassandra of House Ayad?
I am.
I am Xanthi, Magistrate of Pitana. I have a noble task befitting someone of your high station. My son is to start his military training at the Agoyi. My husband is away at war, and I have official business to attend to. Can you escort him for me?
I can escort your son to the camp, Master.
Good. He'll learn how to be a man like his father and brother, or he'll die trying.
It will be my honor to take him to begin his education as a Spartan.
You are an agent of Zeus.
I don't pretend to know the thoughts of the gods, but I'm happy to guide your son.
My youngest is a dreamer. His head is filled with boyhood stories. He must learn how to serve his nation first, and then his family.
It's not an easy path.
He will find glory as a true Spartan soldier, or die bravely in the attempt. There is no greater way to honor Sparta. You'll find the Agogi camp southwest of here, near the foothills of the mountains. Makarios, come here.
Hello, I'm Cassandra.
I am honored to meet you, Eagle Bearer. I can't wait to learn to fight like my brother Theoros, and to hear all your stories of deadly monsters and glorious adventures. This way, Cassandra. The Argogi is up in the mountains, so we get in closer to Olympus. What's it like being a mercenary?
I do what I must to get by.
My brother said the same thing about being a man in Sparta. We learn to fight, to die for our family and our country. I can't wait.
You love your home, eh?
I do. We are strong and we are free. And any man will happily give his life for his city, his fellow soldiers, and his children.
So how many children do you have?
Oh, no, none. But when I'm older, I'm going to marry Athena, and we'll have the strongest sons.
Well then.
Do you know why a Spartan soldier can lose his helmet or spear without worry? But if he loses his shield, he is punished beyond all measure.
Tell me.
It is because a soldier needs his helmet and spear to defend only himself. But his shield is dearly important for the safety of his brothers and the whole battle line.
Stay on your guard!
Save me!
Stand your ground!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! So fast! There's so much blood.
Life ends. Hot and messy. Kere, I bring you a new charge, trainer.
Makarios, son of Serios.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to see my brother.
Quiet, boy. No questions. You'll focus on your own lessons and duties, and speak when spoken to.
Yes, sir.
You'll taste dirt and blood here. I'll force you to eat 1,000 bitter lessons to harden you into the bronze shield your city needs.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mistios, you look like you've been in a few scrapes.
A scrape or two. 100. I like to think I've given as good as I've gotten.
Ha! Spoken like a true warrior. What say we give these summer youths a spectacle? Show them a clash of titans!
Let's give these kids a show they'll sing of for years.
You will kneel to Sparta!
Wow, what a battle! You fought like Atalanta!
You do fight with the strength of the gods. Now that we know you can fight, I have a serious matter to discuss.
Oh?
2 of my older students have gone missing. And I need someone I can trust to find them.
They should know enough to take care of themselves.
Yes. But the world is full of unexpected dangers, and I cannot leave my charges to investigate properly.
I can look for them. Tell me what I need to know. What were their last orders?
I had sent them to a lookout camp, where they were to survive on their own for a few days. It is up to them to treat it seriously. But when I went to check on them, there was no sign.
What dangers did you expect them to face?
The students learned to watch for wolves and bears, but I saw no spoor.
Perhaps a different sort of beast.
The 2 students who are missing are called Akamas and Theoros.
Theoros? Makarios' brother?
The same. I fear I have failed the magistrate.
I'll look at the campsite and see what I can find. Burned patch. Someone dropped a torch in surprise. A lost shield. That is a bad omen. Signs of battle. A body. He doesn't look much like Makarios or Xanthi. Must be the other boy. Trail. Someone ran towards the mountain heights. Could be Theoros. Found him. I should be careful. High security here.
Gods, be good. Please untie me. Have mercy. Cut me free. Help me before these murderers butcher me. Oh. Thank you. I had almost given up. My gratitude, warrior. I was certain I would not see another day.
What's your name?
Theoros.
Your brother worships you, and will be overjoyed to see you.
Makarios. Has the time come for him to join the Agogi already?
Yes, he already studies with trainer Patroclus.
Curse all of Olympus. He isn't ready for this.
The world is tough, but if we look out for those we love, we can shield them from at least a little harm.
I do not know that I can face my brother. All my brothers, again.
Of course you can. Makarios worships you. But you can use that love to fuel your bravery and defeat your fear. Retrieve your shield from where you left it and return to the Agogi. Soon you'll embrace your brother again.
Thank you, my friend. I will. Please, tell my mother that her sons will do the family proud. Don't push your luck!
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
What do you have to share with me, Misthios?
Makarios is well placed at the Agogi. The trainer, Patroclus, will be a hard taskmaster, but he will grow strong and brave.
God's willing, he'll find a way to endure and thrive. It is not easy to send one's heart into the world.
He's eager and bright, and he has Theoros there to guide and inspire him. They will support each other.
You demonstrate the wisdom of Athena, Eagle Bearer. You are a blessing to this family. There are several in the region who could benefit from your presence, Eagle Bearer. Help them, inspire them, and I'll reward you.
Give me their names.
The farm owner, Laniki, as well as several of the town's important women, Zita, Zamia, and Zefkso.
Who is this farm owner?
Laniki runs the farm for her family. Recently, it has been underperforming. She blames the gods and believes the land is cursed. But I wonder if she's too quick to punish her ilotes.
What does Zita need?
Her daughter, Zoferas, is as wild and headstrong as an untamed filly. Zita constantly prays for guidance, but I suspect Zoferas needs a more grounded hand to direct her.
What should I know about Tamia?
She has two precocious children who rule the roost in the Agora. They reduce their tutors to tears and stir up the other age mates. She is hoping you can instill some respect in them.
What can you tell me about Zefkso?
Her husband is off training for war, and she specifically requested an audience with you for help with something quite personal.
I'll find them and see what they want of me.
May the Dioscuri watch over your path.